prefer to, talk about the actual measures, like what are those actual disciplinary measures before I go into detail that. Let's look at the verse and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala suggested. And it's those women on whose part you fear disobedience. 3 measures are recommended. Advise them first, leave them alone in bed, and hit them.
Okay.
It's simple, like advise them means explaining the rule of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and encourage her to be obedient.
Okay.
And warn her against disobedience. And if it produces the desired result, then all well and all good. But if it doesn't, then the other measure which he can use as husband can, refuse to share the bed with her and not being intimate with her or by not sleeping. And if this doesn't work and it does not bring the desired effect, then the 3rd measure, which is permitted, I want to make this point very clear that he is permitted, not obliged here or not encouraged, but he's permitted to hit her.
So how do we understand this?
SubhanAllah, that's what a beautiful, the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That he said not to take all the steps, at one time. It is one after the other. But before, I directly want to elaborate on what that, that part is. What is the 3rd option?
All right, thank you very much. Peace of Christ to all. As you see, she is describing beating a wife as something beautiful. First of all, Muslims always, they lie to us when they read their Quran. She said that you have to go three stages. First, you admonish her. Second, you stop sleeping with her. Third, you beat her. The fact it doesn't say that in the Quran. Muslims are a bunch of liars as usual. This is the Quran in front of us, and I challenge the Muslim to show me where is the word first and where is the word second and where is the word third. But for sure they can lie to you in the translation because they assume that you are ignorant when it's come to their book, especially it is written in Arabic. And any knowledge you are going to earn is going to be about what is given to you in a translation. So now if we go to the Quran, chapter 4 verse number 34, you will see clearly that it doesn't say any of what she's saying about scourging first, admonishing first, and etc. All of this is just a pure lie. Let us make it clear for you guys so you can read it with us and we can show you how Muslims fabricate stories. If you read with me here in the verse, it says, that the man is in charge of the women. Why they are in charge? Because they spend their money on them. So the wife in Islam is the same as a whore. When you pay a whore, this whore, she have to give you a service, and she don't give you the service, you are not satisfied, you can supposedly, according to Islam, you can beat her. So the woman, she is getting wages for being a sex toy. So if she is not satisfying the husband, he can do what? So good women are the one who is obedience, as you see here. Let us change. Good women are the one is obedience. And later we will see that this obedience include rape, guarding in secret with Allah, etc. For those whom you fear rebellion. You fear. They did not even do rebellion. They just, you fear. Like you say to your wife, bring me some tea, and she don't bring it to you fast enough. You fear rebellion. You see, it doesn't say she did rebel against you. You fear. You are suspicion about her. Maybe look like sound she is not happy to do it for me, or let us say you ask her to take off her panty, but she was slow to do it. Look like she don't like it. So admonish them and banish them from beds apart and scourge them. Now the Muslim translation, in different translation, they say first and second and third. This does not exist. And even they add the word beat them lightly. That's not exist. Bunch of liars, scumbag. And that's why I call them scumbag, because simply they are a fraud. Now if you look with me here, you will notice that If they obey you, as you see here, okay, then what? Then don't beat them. So the whole point of violence here is forcing you to be obedience. And about punish them in beds is not about really not to sleep with them, it's about jailing them in their rooms. وَهْجُرُوهُنَّ فِي الْمَضَاجِعِ, leave them in their rooms. So the punishment is as the following: you give her a warning as you wish, or and don't sleep with them, same time jail them in their rooms. And if you want, you can still sleep with them, but jail them in the room. Number 3, scourge them, beat them. And then if they obey you, then seek not against them. Actually, the story here is coming from many sources of Islamic source. It's about rape. You know, Muhammad, he created a rule that if a Muslim woman, she divorced her husband 3 times, her husband divorced her, sorry, 3 times, she is not the one who divorced him, poor woman, she cannot get back to her old husband unless she go and taste the juice of other man. So we will see here in the story, if we look in the hadith, a story of a woman. Her name is Sahla bint Suhail. Sorry, her name, what her name? I forgot, not Sahla. Anyway, the wife of a man who was divorced, and then she came to the Prophet to complain because her husband did beat her until her skin became greener than her clothes. If you read with me here, you will see the following. Rif'a divorced his wife, whereupon Abdul Rahman, etc., etc. And Aisha said that lady was wearing a green garment. All right. And then she showed her a green spot in her skin caused by beating. The Muslim, they will say to you, oh, this is light beating, you know, look, it's a green spot by beating. And Aisha, she took a side of this woman because she is a woman too. So she said they support each other according to the hadith. So when Allah Messenger came, Aisha said, I have not seen any women suffering as much as believing women, which means Aisha, she is announcing clear words that Muslim women, no one suffer as much as they do. Look, her skin is greener than her clothes. Her skin is greener than her clothes. That is a severe beating. And this for sure, those spots will stay there for the coming 2 months at least. Then Abdul Rahman, the husband who did beat this woman, follow her when he heard that she is coming to meet Muhammad. So when he came, Muhammad, he asked, you know, he is supposed to be the judge, right? So he asked about what happened. The man, he said to him, this woman, she don't want to sleep with me. All right? She don't want to sleep with me. She said, by Allah, I have done no wrong to him. He is impotent and he is useless to me as this. So this woman, she claimed that this person, he is sexually as unable to do it, holding and showing her garment. Abdul Rahman said, by Allah, O Allah Messenger, she told a lie. I am very strong, I can satisfy her, but she disobedient and want to go back to Raf'a. So the story behind this story is that this woman accused by this man, She wanna go back to her old husband and she don't like him. And obviously she did marry him not because she liked him, but because Muhammad created a rule that she cannot go back to her husband unless she sleep with someone else, which is very disgusting rule Muhammad he came with. And then we see here that Muhammad, after investigating, Muhammad he took the side of the man and he told her, as if we read here, you should know, it's unlawful for you to remarry Rafa unless Abdul Rahman has sexual intercourse with you. The fact it doesn't say that. The fact in Arabic it says حتى يذوق عسيلتك, حتى يذوق عسيلتك, until he tastes your juice. The Muslim they translate it as sexual intercourse. Well, for sure it is sexual intercourse, but it's about tasting her juice. Very dirty language. So according to the translation, until he have sexual intercourse with you. And then Muhammad he took the side of the man and he made no punishment, and then he gave a verse of the Quran saying that men are in charge of women so they can beat the hell of them. Why they can beat the hell of them? Because they spend their money and their property on them. So if a man he spends some money on you, you became his whore according to Islam. And for sure she was saying in the video, I mean, how beautiful it is. You see how beautiful it is? It's so beautiful that Allah he made Muslim women equal to a whore. Very beautiful. I mean, how in the world you can not see how beautiful that is? What's wrong with you people? It is so beautiful. Hear it again. It's hard to believe, right? But this is the truth.
Clear that he is permitted, not obliged here or not encouraged, but he's permitted to hit her.
So how do we understand
And subhanAllah, that's what a beautiful, the blessing from.
What a beautiful. What a beautiful. You see how they fool the women in Islam. This woman, she agreed that she to be a chicken, to be a whore, and a man he can beat her just because he spent some money on her, as if she is a sex toy. This is exactly the value of a woman in Islam, and this is how make them stupid, foolish, don't use their brain. How beautiful it is. You see how beautiful it is? That the man he can beat you. It's so beautiful. And remember, the man, if he stops sleeping with the wife, he have many other wives. The woman, she can't stop sleeping with the husband if he is disobedient or doing something bad. No. Only the man he can do that. The woman, she cannot beat the man if he is a bad idiot. Only the man he can do that. The woman, she cannot jail her husband in the room. Only the man can do that. Why? Because women believe you Muslims, your mother and your sister and your daughter, she is equal to a whore. Even whore, they have better rights than a Muslim women. Even dogs in America, they have better rights than Muslim women. In America, if you beat a dog, you go to jail. In Islam, you beat a woman, you are a hero. And you are doing a beautiful act of the scumbag Draco Allah. Follow me and watch more of my videos. And as you see the link down there, if you like to contact me, feel free if you have any request or any question. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. I mean to that. Thank you.